So is the best thing to do manage yourself or hire a property management company? That's what we're discussing today. Hey guys, my name is Tim Diesel. I'm a commercial real estate consultant, and this channel is designed for investors, help them maximize their profits and grow their portfolios. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is, we've already gone through the first process. We figured out our goals, we figured out our resources. Now we have to talk about management. Who's managing this property? Now there's a couple things that will base your decision, all right? And I'm gonna break them down for you. Okay, so if you're managing yourself, it comes down to three things you need to ask yourself first, okay? And the first thing is distance. How far away is this property? Is it 1 hour? Is it 10 minutes? Is it unrealistic for you to drive over there and drive back? So you gotta remember, if you're going after an apartment building, there could be problems. In the beginning, you need to be there to get things off the ground. Who knows? So distance is very, very important. Number two is time. Do you have the time to do it? Are you free most days? Are you only available in the evenings? What is your time like? This is very important. Now, if you're partnering up with someone and they have more time than you do, then you're okay. But you need to figure out time, because apartments will consume your time. If you're the management company or the team, you really need to know, how are you going to be there? How are you going to deal with issues that tenants have? These are your customers. How are you going to deal with them? Finally is the discipline. You have to be disciplined enough. Are you going to be on time to show the units? Are you going to be diligent enough to find the right contractors to fix the right problems? Or is that really not your thing? So you really need to be a disciplined individual. You need to be very punctual. And then you need to figure out your distance and your time. This is kind of how you know if you're going to manage the property yourself or not. All right, guys, if you're going to hire a management company, this is what you're going to look for. You need to make sure they're local to your property. If they're 3 hours away, it's not realistic they're going to be handling your day-to-day operations. It just doesn't make sense. So you want to make sure they're somewhat of a close proximity to your property, all right? The next thing is, you have to understand their business model. How do they advertise? Who does their work? Kind of get an understanding of their business. Do you like it? Do you understand it? Can you see eye to eye with them? If you're talking to them, are they taking the time to make sure you understand their process? Then finally is the right size. You don't want a super big company, because they're really not going to give you the attention you deserve. And if they don't have the right resources, now you're also in a pickle. So you really got to make sure they're the right size or the right fit. You need to find this company way before you close on a property. This needs to happen. You need to figure out who's managing your property. You should have a couple of options. You should not just have one. You should have 2 or 3. Interview some companies. Talk to them. Hey, why are you different? Really get the understanding. Make them sell you on the idea, on the concept they deserve your business. And this is before we get into pricing and agreements and all that stuff. I'm going to break that down for you guys a little more as we go further along. This is just, we're figuring out the management process. Are we managing, or is a company going to manage it? We're still going through the whole steps. We're going to go through the whole deal. You guys know how to do everything. All right, guys. So basically, this stage in the process, we're just trying to figure out who's going to manage the property. Now, obviously, if it's out of state, this is kind of a no-brainer. But we're going to interview some management companies. One of the biggest mistakes I made is I bought a property where there was only one management company for 30 or 40 miles. I had no options. And I had a real big problem with the property management company, and I ultimately had to sell the property because I could not find a management team. So you don't want to run into that problem. You want to have 2 or 3 companies lined up, so when you close on your property, you can hit the ground running. If you're not using a management company, and this is going to be a big value add opportunity or something, you need to be involved in this, and you have to make sure you've got the time and you have the resources to do it yourself. So all I want you to do is just, at this stage, what are you doing? Because whatever you're going to do, whatever you plan and you map out, that's what we're going to be focused on. So right now, Just get an idea of who's managing the company, the property. Which is it going to be a management company or is it going to be yourself? Guys, my question for you today is, have you dealt with a bad management company? Do you have a bad management company experience? I want to hear about it. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I've got. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be bringing you guys new stuff all the time and really going to help you move along in your investment process. Thank you guys.